The year was 2020. Minecraft speedrunning had been blowing up. Driven by Dream and a new wave of creators, xQc and Forsen decided to try it for themselves. What started as a joke became Twitch's greatest rivalry.
Beat that Forsen! Beat it!
The first run we have to talk about was set by Forsen on September 9th, 2020, with a time of 1 hour, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. 1.16.1 was still a relatively new category, so the strategies used in this run were unconventional to say the least. Modern Bastion routes weren't what they are now, and Forsen would instead opt to trade spare gold with piglins near the fortress. With a failed one cycle and dying in the end multiple times, eventually the dragon would be killed and the precedent of runs to come is set.
We got it! First fucking try! Man.
xQc would take up the challenge just under a month later, and would get the first ever sub 1 hour time. Despite a slower overall run, he would still end up saving over 2.5 minutes on the previous record, due to a cleaner end fight. Killing the dragon in 8 beds, he would end the run with a time of 59 minutes and 37 seconds.
Sub 1 hour, baby! Let's go! Oh my god, my heart's racing!
Forsen would return just 2 days later and cut over 6 minutes off the record. A scuffed one cycle in the end would see him killing the dragon whilst also dying himself. Luckily in these days it was commonplace to set your spawn right before the end fight, so Forsen would simply jump right back into the end and end the run with a time of 53 minutes and 11 seconds.
The fucking dollars! I saw it in your eyes! They lit up and then I took it all away.
It would only take xQc a single day to reclaim the record for himself. Despite a badged dragon, a clean-ish one cycle would see xQc lowering the record by 49 seconds, with a final time of 52 minutes and 22 seconds.
Put the frozen bags back in the fucking freezer! Fuck you, Forsen!
The frozen bags weren't back in the freezer for long, as the very next day on October 8th of 2020, Forsen would cut down the record by another 5 minutes. With a much faster purge, Forsen's final time would end up 47 minutes and 23 seconds.
Oh my god, I almost choked that. We're all out of juice, but we have this Coke here.
5 days is all it would take for xQc to not only take the record for himself, but destroy Forsen in his path. He didn't beat the record by a minute, not 5 minutes, not even 10 minutes, but a whopping time save of 13 minutes and 34 seconds over the previous record. This was the biggest time cut in the rivalry so far and would remain as the biggest time cut any of them achieved. A solid overworld, a fast nether, and a good blind plus end fight would put xQc's final time at 33 minutes and 49 seconds.
Holy shit! Ah! Time! 33! Beat that shit! Beat that Forsen! Beat it!
Forsen, however, would not beat this time. Instead, xQc would improve his own time by a minute and 44 seconds just 25 days later.
Not bad! New PP! Not bad at all! PP boys! Hey, this is progress!
Forsen would, however, finally come back and beat the record 5 days later, getting the first ever sub-30 time. A fast village overworld spawn, with pigs and enough gold to trade nearby, would see him leaving the nether with 7 rods at 16 minutes in real time. Even by today's standards, this was good pace. A disaster of a blind, however, taking him almost 10 minutes to find Stronghold. He would still end up with the record with a time of 28:51, as by this point they calculated the runs using the in-game time rather than the time displayed on the screen.
Doubters? Motherfucking doubters? Pay up?
It would take xQc over a month to finally get a sub-30 time of his own, beating out Forsen in the process. This run was a big step for many reasons, the biggest being the addition of obtaining pearls and other loot from a bastion. With a practiced route, xQc was able to obtain all the gold blocks in the housing bastion and was able to trade with much more pigs at a time, a big improvement to the classic strats of relying on stray pigs. And despite being multiple minutes behind Forsen leaving the nether, a nearby ocean exposed stronghold would still see him getting the record, with a time of 28 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's it right here! Please! Yes! Holy shit! 28-10! That's it! That's it! I beat them all! I beat them all!
37 days later, Forsen would reclaim the record. Having also learned bastion routing, the run was overall a lot better and cleaner all around. He would narrowly beat xQc with a time of 27 minutes and 49 seconds.
No way, dude. No way! 20 seconds! 20 seconds! Oh my god, it's so fucking great, dude!
But speaking of narrowly beating out, xQc would get the record back 23 days later with a 7-second improvement.
Yes! 25! Yeah, this is it. This is gonna be it. Wait for time. Move it up. Done! Yes!
It wouldn't take long for Forsen to improve the time, as just 3 days later, he would cut the record down by 1 minute and 6 seconds. Despite the fact he was forced to go back to his original portal to navigate to the stronghold, he was still faster in leaving the nether over xQc, and would end up with a final time of 26 minutes and 36 seconds.
I fucking told you! Huh? The timer is way off because I took a bathroom break. And it's in-game fucking time, dude.
Just 2 days later, and with only a measly 8 hours of Minecraft played during those days, xQc would once again get back the record with a 25:33.
Yes! Yes! That's gotta be it, right? Against all odds! All the odds! Fuck yes, baby!
It would take Forsen a combined 61 hours to finally get the record back for himself, with one of the biggest time cuts in recent times. A time save of 2 minutes and 37 seconds would see him finishing the run at 22 minutes and 56 seconds.
Dude, I'm also 1 minute tea break this time as well.
But now, we have to talk about one of the most monumental runs thus far. This is xQc's 20 minute and 45 second time. A village spawn in surface lava would see him entering the nether at just 3 minutes. He would spawn just blocks away from the fortress, and despite an unlucky drop rate at 8 rods out of 18 possible rods, keep it in mind each blaze has a 50% chance to drop a rod, he would still be leaving the fortress at just 7 minutes, An all-around solid Bastion route would see him leaving the Nether at 15.5 minutes. And by some divine intervention, due to the amount of mobs on the surface, xQc would become disoriented and dig at cords that usually wouldn't be guaranteed to hit the stronghold. Yet by a stroke of luck, he would look to his left and see the portal room. And on March 13, 2021, xQc would beat Forsen with a time of 20 minutes and 45 seconds.
Oh my god! My heart's racing, holy fuck! Oh my god, I can't fucking breathe! I can't believe it! Holy shit! I can't believe it! Ah, my entire body hurts. What the fuck?
Forsen would eventually take back the record 20 days later, with a much less impressive improvement of 7 seconds. However, this run is still significant, but for an entirely different reason. Everyone was counting on xQc to take back the record, but when the world needed him most, he vanished. It would take until 2023 for xQc to finally take back the record. But if he wasn't able to do it all those years ago, why was he able to do it now? See, Minecraft speedruns had evolved drastically by this point. The most significant changes of all was the addition of this. A calculator. See, by throwing eyes in the overworld and scanning them, Ninja Brainbot would spit out a set of coordinates where the stronghold was most likely to be, alongside how certain it was. 8 blocks in the overworld is equal to 1 in the Nether, meaning that Nether travel is a lot faster. By getting 20 obsidian and scanning in the overworld, runners were able to go back into the Nether, build their portals at the set of coordinates that the calculator gave them, and spawn right in the stronghold. Despite all this, xQc would not end up using this strategy, as he would get an incredibly lucky first portal, with the stronghold being only 313 blocks away. And after 642 days, he was finally able to dethrone Forsen, with a final time of 20 minutes and 5 seconds.
Boom! Boom! Yes! 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 It's over! It's done! Time! Oh my god! Boom! I am done with this shit! Fuck yes, man!
Despite taking 2 years to get back the record, xQc only took 196 total Minecraft hours to reclaim it, whereas Forsen took nearly double on his next run. The legendary 18 minutes and 10 second time set by Forsen on March 22nd, 2023. And with Forsen also learning all the modern day strats, he would use the calculator to his advantage, building his second portal in the Nether and spawning directly in the stronghold at just 15.5 minutes. This would see him defeating the dragon just minutes later, as he improved the record by 1 minute and 55 seconds. xQc would not waste any time, however, implementing yet another modern day strategy, with the wall, allowing him to quickly reset up to 12 seeds at a time, and overall improving the efficiency it takes finding seeds. In his run, despite having enough obsidian for a second portal and the stronghold being only 500 blocks away, xQc opted to travel in the overworld using the ocean, as there was a big chance that the portal room would be exposed, and overall saving a lot of time on the stronghold navigation. And that's exactly what would happen, as at 15 minutes, xQc would already be in the portal room. And with only 5 beds to kill the dragon with, xQc needed to clutch up.
Boom! Yes! 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 Boom! 1638!
With a taunting 1638 graphic, Forsen had no choice but to grind runs of his own. 167 days later, he would achieve a monumental time of 1528. This would be a time that would haunt xQc for years. By this point, each new record required hundreds of hours of attempts to even get a chance at the record. And once again, xQc would vanish.
I haven't even warmed up! Oh my god!
And almost 3 years later, xQc would do this. This is a full run analysis of xQc's final run. Despite looking for primarily ocean seas, xQc would spawn in a village with a nearby blacksmith, getting all his tools and iron that he will need for the run. Picking up hay bales on the way turn into bread for food. xQc runs into the nearby desert looking for a surface lava pool, quickly building the portal, and he would enter the nether at 2.5 minutes, a minute and 30 seconds faster than Forsen did in his run. Scanning for a nearby bastion, on his way to the bastion, xQc spots a fortress in the distance. This will be crucial to the run as it means he won't have to waste as much time scanning for the structure. Entering the bastion at 3 minutes and 41 seconds, he maintains his 1.5 minute lead over Forsen. A well-executed top-down housing route would see him being finished with trades and looting at just under 6 minutes, but there was a problem. See, xQc only had 6 obsidian, nowhere near the ideal amount of 20, but it wasn't even enough for the minimum required 10. Deciding to hope for a miracle, xQc would still continue the run, hoping for a miracle, as in just one chest, he found the remaining 4 obsidian he needed. With the total 4 obsidian, this is roughly a 3% chance of happening. Locating the spawner and starting the blaze fight, xQc gets 6 out of 9 possible rods. Having no choice but to blindly exit the nether and hope for a miracle, xQc does just that at 10 minutes and 42 seconds. 31 seconds behind Forsen. Yet another miracle was needed, and a miracle xQc got once again, with the stronghold being only 133 blocks away. And at exactly 12 minutes, xQc would enter the stronghold, a minute and 7 seconds ahead of Forsen. With a new strategy called Preemptive, xQc was able to locate the portal room and quickly navigated to it, entering the end just seconds later at 12 minutes and 32 seconds. A rivalry spanning almost 6 years, a combined 2,738 hours of Minecraft speedrunning played across the two runners. On January 26, 2026, xQc did this.
Come on. Boom! Boom! Back in the freezer! Boom! That's what I do! That's what I do! Boom! Suck it! I'm the fucking GOAT. I'm the GOAT. It's insane. I'm so fucking good at this game.
And as of today, that is where the record stands.